Welcome to Strangeville, everybody. My name is Kevin Strange. I'm a cartoonist, novelist, and Dr. Ben's favorite, an independent filmmaker. And that's a big deal to Dr. Ben that I'm on my movies. All 7 of my feature films are on the Troma Now streaming app, which is like the trashy Netflix, at watch.troma.com. The first month free, $4.99 thereafter. You can watch all of the Kevin Strange films. Just type in my name in the search bar, Kevin Strange. All my movies will pop up, and Dr. Ben will be pleased. Dr. Ben,
there.
How are you tonight, sir?
All right. I've got to figure out how to set this so that I don't get it too messed up. It's like I got the echo going through mine, and then it echoes. You can't hear it echo though.
No, Dr. Ben is trying to simul-stream through his YouTube as well, and we're going to let him, while he figures out the technical issues there. I would like to welcome you to this week's live stream. We've been busy boys here at the channel. We've been knocking out the comic book shows one after another. Today we aired the Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli Batman Year One video. A nice deep dive. I think did we go over an hour on that one? I think we went just over an hour on that one, and it's piling up the views. The YouTube algorithm is finally starting to figure out what we're about, where we need to be going, who we need to be, who they need to be serving the video to. And the channel's waking up good. And I thought that was a great episode. We banked several Batman episodes in a row, and they're going to air each Saturday for the next few weeks. And I think we really I think this channel and this show that we're doing, this comic book show, really started to come into its own with the Batman episodes. So I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys have gone and checked out that video, all of this week's videos. I think there's going to be 7 videos this week, a whole every day of the week. I think we've got a video for this week and for hopefully most weeks to come. The subscriber count is steady growing. We are close, Dr. Ben. What's up? Dr. Ben's still figuring it out over there. We are close to hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark, the big milestone of 1,000 subscribers. We are just shy of 200 of that, and I think what I'm going to do as a thank you to all the subscribers.
I had to put on play it on the iPhone so that I could get it.
Dr. Ben's still working it out over there. I as a thank you to the subscribers, when we hit 1,000, I think I'm going to make my epic graphic novel, Kevin Strange's Space Worms, free to download on the Patreon. It'll be a digital PDF version. This is my 164-page epic full color graphic novel, and as a thank you, I think I'm going to put it up for free for the fans, for the subscribers, the members, and the patrons. Put it up for free for a month after we hit that big 1,000 subscriber number. So if you're not already subscribed, gang, hit the subscribe button and tell your friends, share our channel and our videos on your socials with your buddies, and let's get a community going here, and we'll get a free Space Worms out of the deal. We lost your audio, Dr. Ben.
Nope,
you're breaking up.
My stream. Sorry, guys. I'll put the link. Yeah. I'll do this long thing. Get it into the comments.
I can hear about every other word you say. You're breaking up. It's weird. Not sure what's going on over there, Dr. Ben. Tonight's draw stream, gang, I'm going to work on cover for a new project because I'm just about finished with.
Never trying this again.
What's that, Dr. Ben?
Yeah.
Can't understand a word you're saying. I'm just about wrapped up with Dracula in Strangeville, so I'm going to work on the cover for a brand new project, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Trying to do any of it. Just like,
I don't know if it's my headphones or if it's just you.
that's what I'm saying. I think it's like it made me go like even slower. Like I think trying to like do the two things like was just too much for the.
I can hear you fine now.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not broadcasting over to the other channel. That channel's still going. I showed up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're roboting out again.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got something wrong, ready to go, you know.
Can't understand anything you're saying.
No. Okay. Okay. Is that better at all or no? Is it still?
I can understand you now.
Jeez, what on?
Dr. Ben kicked himself out. All right, everybody. I'm doing a thumbnail sketch here of of the cover of how I want it to look.
Booming it up. Booming it up. Jesus. Like I'm like, okay, I just gotta push it. I hit the wrong string, like but oh my god. It's something that turned my screen so it's just a tiny little sliver.
Uh-oh. We got BB in the chat. Cheers. Cheers, BB.
What's up? Oh, it must be the Prime Minister, sir.
Dr. Ben and his politics.
I draw a picture of cover I'm gonna work on here.
Oh yeah. Looking good. Are we both working on covers tonight?
Yeah, do this. And then I've got this page of Chris Hedges, sometime collaborator of Joe Sacco.
Okay.
He's going to be saying something here. Maybe I'll have him holding his book that he did with Joe Sacco. He's going to be saying something up here, and then saying something here, and then saying something here. And he's going to be saying, that he himself, for instance, he's joined members of the Christian right who he says, I've joined members of the Christian right who I describe as Christian fascists against pornography.
Mhm.
I joined groups on the left. So like I wanted to like highlight that like he's like saying that right like out loud, you know what I mean? Like I describe them as Christian fascists. You know what I mean? Like he's like just saying it out loud, like
Right.
detracting from his own authority for you know, for being an authority on like whatever he's talking about. Like when you're like, yeah, I just describe these people as fascists because you know what
I mean, are you familiar with people on the Christian right?
I think so. Like which ones?
The fascists?
Like are there particular ones that are fascists? Or
It's a pretty common sentiment.
I mean, I suppose if they say that they're fascists, I mean, then I'd be pretty much.
They never say they're fascists.
No.
Just like the leftoids don't say they're social justice warriors, by and large. Some of them do.
Right. Well, maybe I should put it so it's just looking down on the thing there.
I think both groups are pretty insufferable. You you suggested that I join a particular Facebook group this week, and I did. I didn't think think twice of it.
Yeah,
And I posted some of our videos over there, and let me tell you, Dr. Ben, just as fucking annoying as anybody on the fucking left. In fact, more so, I think. I'm more bothered by the way we're being received by the so-called Christians over there.
Are they Christian? Well, I suppose I think they're probably
buddy. It didn't take two comments for them to make sure that we knew they were Christians. Taking issue with my thumbnail descriptions for our videos the same way the leftoids do, but again, I think sometimes even more obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean that is probably like I'm not gonna be like no, they're all cool. Like there are
nobody. They're mostly not cool at all. It's just, and I kind of made this. I kind of like came to this conclusion about small press literature people that it just attracts a certain kind of douchebag, and that almost everyone involved in literature is insufferable and impossible to deal with online. Buddy, comics people are exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Almost all insufferable. And gang, I'm not talking about you guys in our chat because the diggers, you guys are awesome.
Okay, right there.
You guys are awesome.
So disappointing. I was so excited to like stream from here to there. I was like, this is going to be the best thing ever. And it was like, it just, everything that you said would be repeated. And then, like, I was like, and then I was hearing myself too. So I'd hear you, I'd hear me reply. And then like, as I was replying, it would be like, you would start saying the next thing. And it would also start repeating the first thing you said. So it's just, you know what I mean? Like every time I'd be like, what? And you're like talking, I'm just like, every time I try to say something, like it was just not a good, I couldn't like comprehend, like it was just too many different sources for my brain to, too many. I don't want to bury my lead on this picture either. I am just swiping, shamelessly swiping this beautiful Mark Texeria picture.
Okay.
Vampirella and
Shadowhawk?
And whoever's with her.
Is that Shadowhawk?
Yeah, Vampirella and Shadowhawk. Oh my God. Mark Texeria is just, he might be my favorite drawer for girls. Like
It's
he is
really
just
good. But I think Bruce Timm should get some accolades there as well. So, Dr. Ben, as I was saying earlier, and I don't think you could understand anything I was even saying.
No.
Or it was being repeated too many times for it to make any sense in your brain. I am 99% finished with Count Kefula, aka Dracula and Strangeville. I have the color finishes to do on 4 more pages, and they're 4 real easy pages. Like the one I'm finishing now is the last difficult one, and then it's going to take me I'll finish all 4 of the next ones in a day, and then formatting that is easy, and so and it's only today is the 14th of September. So that's being released on October 1st. And so it's pretty much, and I did the cover today. I got the cover design all figured, the front and back with back copy and everything. So we're like 99% there on Count Kefula. So I decided for tonight's stream, I'm going to go ahead and get started on what I think is going to be the next project. And my next project, I think, is going to be my telling my comic book like autobio, like documentary style comic about Insane Clown Posse's 3rd annual gathering of the Juggalos from 2002, and this event was particularly eventful for several reasons. Number one, it was the first gathering of the Juggalos I ever attended, and it changed my life, and it made me want to do something special with my life in the same way that these guys were able to build this whole subculture of Juggalos and the gathering and all this stuff. And they have their own language and their own in jokes and things, and just it's a whole culture that you can get lost in. And when I got home from this, I told myself, I want to do something. I want to do something with my life like that. And that's when Kevin Strange was born, and that's when I started working towards making movies, and that's when Strangeville happened, and this whole thing came about because of my attendance of this particular festival way back when I was a wee lad of 22 years old. But a lot of things went down at the 3rd annual gathering. Number one, there was a riot, and the riot police, the SWAT team, the Peoria, Illinois SWAT team was sent in, and they shot us all with paintballs full of tear gas and tear gassed us out of the Peoria Civic Center out into the parking lot, where Insane Clown Posse's crew had to come out and basically tell us that they want to cancel the gathering, but they're afraid that we'll go riot in the streets of Peoria, Illinois, and destroy the town. So they're willing to let us go back inside if we promise not to riot again. And it was also significant because Violent J of Insane Clown Posse, one of the 2 singers, fell off the stage on night 1 and broke his neck. And broke his neck and climbed back on stage, and not only did he finish that set on night 1, but he performed on night 2, and then they did the whole Insane Clown Posse set on night 3. He didn't go get surgery, neck surgery, until a month after the event happened. Another significant thing that happened was so the lore of Insane Clown Posse is that they were going to release 6 albums, and after they released the 6th album, the world would end. The apocalypse would be upon us. And the third annual Gathering of the Juggalos in Peoria, Illinois in 2002, they revealed the name and cover of the sixth album. And they had a seminar where they only let a few people in, and I was one of the few people that got in to the seminar. And so I got to see live as they announced the sixth Joker's card. There's all kinds of little significant things that happened. And so I'm going to do a comic about it. I'm going to do Strange Does the Gathering and tell the story of my experience at the third annual, what changed my life and what turned me into the guy that I am today. And I've even got some Insane Clown Posse comic books, Dr. Ben. Check this out.
They're insane. I didn't even know that. I mean, I guess I should have known that, but
So
is that a Gulo cover?
Look at that.
Oh no, it's a Chaos. Oh yeah.
You know who Chaos Comics? You know who Chaos Comics is, right, Dr. Ben?
Oh yeah, Eddie. What is that? Eddie, Mr. Eddie? No, what's the little guy's name?
Of Chaos Comics? You talking about Evil Ernie?
Evil Ernie.
Evil Ernie, Lady Death. This is Brian Polito's crew. They published the Insane Clown Posse comics, and someone named Jesse McCann is the writer, and someone named Reb R-E-B is the illustrator on this first issue, the very first issue. The ups and downs, the ups with a Z. Sorry, the ups and downs of the Wicked Clowns.
Nice. Okay.
First insane issue, and it looks it's really cribbing on McFarlane, I think. It's very
well, that's what I'm saying. It looked like Capullo or whatever. That's what it made me think of.
During Monster Month, I'm gonna cover all these, but I got them out now for reference while I'm drawing this cover to see like what their face paint looks like and shit.
Right.
So I can try to get their likenesses down. It's a really cool comics, and we'll be covering them during Monster Month. And then I've got the third issue as well. Oh no, this is the Pendulum series. So there was also through Chaos Comics though, they did a 12 issue this one, the ups and downs of the Wicked Clowns. I think this might be just a one shot, but the Pendulum series, this actually came with CDs. You would buy an Insane Clown Posse CD, and you would get one of the Pendulum comic books. So you had to collect 12 different records, and it was records that went across their artists on their record label. So it would be an Insane Clown Posse album would have one. I think they released a double album around this time. So that was 2 issues of it, and they all came with or no, that's what it was. No, I'm sorry, I got that all wrong. These 12 issues came out, and then in the back of the Pendulum books, you would get a CD single, and so all of the singles together made a 12-song album called The Pendulum. And so this is a different series than the ups and downs of the Wicked Clowns. A different series, but also released through Chaos. But Jess McCann is still writing, but this is penciled by Jerry Beck and inked by Sandu Flora.
Oh, okay. Sandu's Batman now, or it was. That's cool.
But same kind of thing where it's very Image-esque, very McFarlane kind of looking shit. Very high quality, I think. Very high quality comics from the Insane Clown Posse. And I'm going to do my version of ICP Comics. Telling the story. And I've already got this story written. It's going to be 28 pages. I might extend it. I might add some more splash pages to it because there's the events that I'm like the things that happen at the show. So I think sometimes some of them might deserve, big splash pages more than I've got like I've got a lot of it thumbnailed out already. This is page 1, but then page 2 and 3 opens into this double page spread with 2 panels on the left, but then the thing is open. And it's me and my big booty blonde girlfriend that I snuck into the show dancing to ICP while they're throwing Fagos through the crowd at the. This is at like the 10th annual, I think. But because I start the comic off saying like I could have talked about a lot of different things, and then I go through some of those things. Like I could have talked about this event or another thing that happened, but instead I settle on the 3rd annual. And so I'm working on thumbnailing them all out. And so here's the exciting thing, Dr. Ben. Are you still with me on this?
All right. Yeah.
Still with me on this?
Yeah.
So as I was working this this project out, what my next project was going to be, they ICP, who hasn't done any tours in about 3 years, 3 maybe 4 years. They still do like their annual stuff. They still do the gathering. They still do a few shows here and there. But they haven't done a tour, which means they haven't been to St. Louis in a long time, many years. And they keep saying they're going to do a farewell tour. That'll be the last time they come through. Now that's not what this is, but they announced an eight stop mini tour called Hallowicked. Now Hallowicked is their annual Halloween show that they do in Detroit every year.
Okay.
But this year it's called the Caravan of Terror Tour, and it's 8 stops, and it's 8 different shows. So you won't play the same set list each time. It's 8 different set lists, 8 different shows, and you can buy 1 ticket at a discount and go to all 8 shows. And one of the shows on the tour, on the mini tour, is St. Louis. So I was able to, and that's on the 27th of October. So I was able to secure tickets. They're sold out. They're sold out. I'm sorry.
And this is what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Okay.
All
right.
They're sold out now. So I got on it. You know, they sold out within like 4 days of going on sale. And I was able to secure tickets for the St. Louis stop October 27th. And my goal here is to get this entire project finished, the black and white version, finished and printed, folded and stapled. And I want to bring between 300 and 500 copies of Strange Does the Gathering to the ICP show on the 27th and give them away, hand them out to the crowd.
Okay.
Wow. That is a lofty goal, because a 27, 28 page comic, that's a lot of work, but I've done it faster. I've done a longer book faster. I did about 3 years ago. I did a Christmas book, and I started on December 1st, and the goal was to have it done by December 25th, by Christmas Day, and it was 36 pages, and I got it done. And I have more time than that now to do less pages.
Okay. Well, yeah, it should be. You said it's when? October
27th.
Okay. Well, that works. Yeah, I just need to do, this is just like kind of my thing to ink flowing with on this page, because I can just put shadows on this pit guy for a while. But I got some stickers coming. Monday I'm going to get prints. I think this is probably one I'm going to want to do prints of too, is like get this all done. I don't know if I should like what do you call it? Like if I should do it in color? Yeah, I guess I should. Yeah, it's just the color. If it's the cover, I got to do it in color. What am I thinking?
What are you thinking, Dr. Ben?
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's been a lot. It's a lot of sudden changes. A lot of stuff going on. I've got the show coming up. So what happens? Right at the end, I start getting frantic and hysterical.
Yeah, shows are stressful. They literally make me crazy. Like my entire like grasp of reality will be lost during convention season, to the point that I sometimes I think the longest I took off the road was like 5 years. I just couldn't. I could not deal with it. It's so. There's the build up. There's making sure you have all the
Stuff.
making sure you have all your stuff, and then there's the travel, and there's the setup, and then there's the and so just setting up.
They might be rioting when I get there against them.
At the show, you finally get all set up and you sit down and you realize how exhausted you are from all the prep and everything, and then you've still got to like be on for the entire show.
Yeah, it's time to do it.
A day or 2 days or 3 days of all that. We got a fella in here, Leonard Pig. Hello, all.
Mr. Pig.
Welcome to Strangeville, Leonard.
To get my lettering done for the cover. I like to just do it all on the page too. Like if I can.
Yeah. Did you use the Ames guide for your?
I did. I just put in. Well, yeah, you see the lines there, top and the bottom,
and then what is that utensil you're using there called? A crow quill?
I think, yeah, the crow quill, I believe.
Not good. I have those. I think I got I got like a pack of like 5 of those handles, and then like 20 of the nibs. That's what those are called, right? That
yes,
fit inside the handle. And I tried using it a few times, and I just couldn't.
It took me a while to figure it out. Like for the longest time, like I would do it. It would just be like just nothing. Like I couldn't get like ink. Would dip it in the thing and be like, it would either like not make a line or would just all glump out at once. And it's just it takes like a certain kind of like pressure that's like different from maybe like the pressure you would use on like a paintbrush or like a regular pen. And like the ink has to be the right level of like viscosity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're more like up.
Leonard wants to know who's on your Mount Rushmore of comics. Do you want to know writers or artists, pencilers, inkers? Anything specifically, or just on the Mount Rushmore of comics? I guess I would go Sam Keith, Dave Sim, Eastman and Laird, Frank Miller, Alan Moore.
Or
writers. He wants to know writers. So out of writers, you've got Alan Grant, you've got Grant Morrison, you've got Alan Moore, you've got Frank Miller, Chris Claremont, right? You're going to put him on there for X-Men.
Well, the Mount Rushmore is only 4 though. 4 people. See, that's what I mean. You got to pick. Can't just be like all.
Who are your 4? I guess I would go Miller, Moore, Morrison. Who's the other English fellow?
Peter Milligan.
No.
Alan Grant. Warren Ellis.
So I'd probably go for writers. I'd probably go with them. Yeah, I'd probably go with them. What about you?
Yeah, definitely Alan Moore and Grant Moore. I guess I can't be like not Grant Morrison, like especially with them fighting. It's like to keep them separate. 2 more, I would say. It'd have to. I don't know. Maybe like that's what I'm saying. It's weird because it's like I don't think of like I don't think of writers that much, or I think of like people that are like writer pencilers or whatever. You know what I mean? So like Peter Bagg or like I don't know who else. I don't even know who else I would think of. I guess.
I mean, Chris Claremont changed the face of Marvel Comics forever with his run on X-Men. So, I mean, you're gonna
Jim Starlin.
diss him? Yeah, Jim Starlin.
Infinity Gauntlet. Like, that was you know what I'm saying? Like, an Infinity Gauntlet was definitely like, in the comics, that was just like, oh my gosh. They killed half of everyone. They just killed all of them. But it was kind of weird because it was like, it wasn't really like the other comics. I remember thinking like, man, they're gonna stop publishing all those comics. Shit, this is crazy. They're just gonna stop. What are they gonna do? But then, yeah, they fixed it.
I think I got my thumbnail done here. Let me show you what I got. So that's going to be me crowd surfing, pouring Faygo on my head. This is the crowd, with the crowd getting from larger. These are heads, and then larger to smaller to the stage. This is the stage. This is security back here, and then this is ICP and some clowns shooting Faygo water cannons.
Right.
And then of course, it says ICP on the background, and there's random Faygos flying through the air, all through. And then this is like the stage, the top of the stage and everything with the lights.
Yes.
And then here is the lettering. It says Strange Does the Gathering across the top. And I think that's a pretty good layout. Don't you think?
Yeah.
And I even have room down here to put like written and illustrated by Kevin Strange.
I'd make you a bit bigger, I think. Like,
yeah, well, that's the problem. Is this is how big I made me the first attempt. I was like, hang on now.
Yeah,
that's way too big. So I kind of overcorrected this way. It made me real small, so that I could get everything else in. But when I go to blow it up and do the big one, yeah, I'll make me a little. Maybe I'll make me kind of take up this much area here. It'll look real cool though. I think that is going to look just fine. I don't like doing layouts on stream because I'm only giving, I can only give at most 80% of my attention to the art, and I got to give at least 20% to talking and handling the cameras and handling the chat, talking to everybody, making sure everybody's questions are answered and everything. And I've noticed that if I start and do layouts on a stream, I'll get crappier pictures. I'll get crappier pages than if I do a layout, and then I can pencil ink in my fucking sleep. I can do it drunk. I can do it high. I can do it with friends around. I can do it while watching TV. But the layouts, for some reason, like I got to give it 110% of my attention. And I got to kind of do it over and over. Like, for me, layouts are tough. I went to college with these twins, and art school with these twins. Well, it was art classes in community college. Let's not act like I went to art school. They could sit down and with a pen or a pencil, they could strike out one of their characters. And they had a real anime cartoony style without erasing anything. It was just, they just dropped the lines in and then they were done. I was like, I have to scratch it in, erase it 10 times, scratch it back in, then add the structure on top of it, then erase it all down, then add then do the main pencils, then scan it, then ink on top of that before I can get anything coherently looking halfway professional. And they were just like, doop, 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 done.
Right.
I struggle. My layouts are sloppy, and I have to do 10 of them before I'm happy.
I did like just eyeballing it. Like I didn't really like. But obviously that's not anywhere near done, and that's more just like a big thumbnail. But that's how I like to do my pencils, anyways. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to have like all the stuff all.
I do. I'm such an art pussy. I laugh when I show people, like, let me show you Let me show you the double page spread from that picture I keep showing from Count Kefula. That's got the title page, the double spread title page. Let me show you what that looks like in pencil.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
So hang on, let me get it. I don't know what's happening here. I think it's just too big for me to. There, I can kind of get it like that. Get it like that. You see how that's literally exactly what the inks look like. There's like nothing different about it. They're like the drawing is done in the pencil stage, and then I just trace it.
I mean, if you're just doing if you're doing everything the same, just scan your pencils and just fuck with like the levels and stuff.
No, that doesn't work. So many people have suggested that. Every time I try to do it, it looks like shit. The inking has its own particular you got to lay it in with inks. You just have to. It doesn't matter how tight the pencils are, even though structurally it looks exactly the same. There's something about inking, even digitally, that just lays it in a much more pleasing, visually pleasing way. I know who's the Frank Quietly? Is that the dude that he just works in pencil? They literally color over his.
I was thinking, I think it was Paul Peltier did the Hulk for a little while and a bunch of other shit. But I remember when he was on the Hulk, them talking about that in the. They had some bit where they were talking about the comic, and they were like, his pencils are so tight that we just shoot from those. We don't have to ink them. I was like, oh man, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Hang on, I'm going to go grab some Frank Quietly comics and show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Like I said, I want to get these letters done at the top so that they're kind of they're all drying and they're all done. And then get into drawing the characters here. And I was so excited to get the dang. I was trying to stream this onto my channel, but because I have the headphones on to hear him, I was also hearing all the stuff from me trying to stream this over to there, so it was doubled everything. Every 3 seconds, it was all it's just I was trying to do it and I couldn't even think, because it was everything was doubled. Everything he said was doubled, and then it would I'd also hear everything I was saying echoed. So this was I couldn't do it.
I almost gave up.
You almost gave up?
I didn't think I was going to find it. All right, so this is Jupiter's Legacy. This is Mark Millar, who pronounces it Miller, but it's a fucking A.
I've seen that guy.
Millar, but he calls himself Mark Miller. Anyway, This is Frank Quietly on the art here, and what's the wow in reference to, Leonard?
Probably my picture, probably.
So even on the cover here, you can see how finicky the line is.
Yeah, I know.
But then once you actually get into the
everything's got all those tiny.
Yeah, my understanding is that's all pencil that's then colored over. There are no inks on this. On Frank Quietly's work. I don't know. Let's see if he's. Oh, have you ever read this book? This book's hardcore.
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy.
I have not.
You see that picture?
That's pretty good.
That's what happens to a superhero. That's what happens when they want to kill a superhero.
Nice.
Have you read any Mark Millar? Have you read Kick-Ass or any of his stuff?
Yeah, I've got Kick-Ass. I must have read some of Civil War or something, and like, what did I got? Like, he just had a new book, Vampire Teenagers or something or other. I can't remember. El Simbre, El Nombre or something. I can't remember what it's called. I read some of that, and I've got a couple of his books tucked around here. I don't know. Like, I know I've got like those other, like, what is it, American Jesus, and there's something other like that, but I haven't read them yet. Like, I just haven't.
Yeah, he just gets a credit as artist and co-creator, so they don't. BB asks, was it Night City? Is that the something or other?
That might be it. That's what I'm saying. It's a new comic that he just started. And I mean, it was pretty cool. Like, it was like I said, it was like they were teenagers and vampires, and
What's up, Skinny? I love this book. We'll do a show on it, or I'll do a show on it, whatever. Jupiter's Legacy is the story of the teenage children of these guys and gals that were exposed to this like magic or this alien energy, and it gave them superpowers, and then they were superheroes forever, and they had kids, and like kids are grown up, and the kids are all fucked up because obviously they grew up, not only have they grown up like rich and famous, but they've grown up with superpowered parents, and they have superpowers. So they're all fucking weird and fucked up. And it is like it's like this uncle, their uncle that's like jealous of their father's leadership, like starts like putting these seeds of doubt into the kids, and is like the goal is to like take out this fucking superhero group. And it is awesome. I like this a lot. Mark Millar sometimes gets shit for his writing. Like he's a hammy writer. Not that the Image guys in the 90s weren't. Like everybody wants to nitpick and act like fucking, everything's supposed to be perfect. But I love Kick-Ass is great. And I also think this is a super solid book, really good. They made one season of it on Netflix that kind of covers a lot of this stuff, and missing a bunch of.
There's like a wiki or something about one of the other, because there's like a bunch of like Jupiter ascending and Jupiter descending. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, I have the. Let me go. I'll be right back.
We'll put it back on my thing. Let's see.
Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. Should have done that.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Everybody's off.
Done that. But yeah, I'm gonna walk away and leave my camera just sitting there. But I got the whole this three book run here. Kick it back over to you here. Leonard says, I used to like Tom Palmer's inks and sometimes pencils on Avengers, from Buscema to Epting. He made it all look seamless. Skinny says, just got the notification, says you've been on for 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't been doing much. We've been having technical difficulties, and I've been drawing. I did the thumbnail layout for my the cover of my next book, which is a auto bio about my trip to the third annual Gathering of the Juggalos back in 2002. It's going to be a 28 page kind of ash can Black and White that I'm going to give away at an ICP show coming through St. Louis on October 27th. I'm excited about that. I like Dr. Ben. I like giving myself real tight, crazy deadlines. I want us to do, I told you in private, and you kind of laughed it off. It was crazy. But I want to have a night where we do like a charity stream where all the super chats that come in, or half the super chats that come in or something, go towards a charity of our choice. But we try to do an entire comic book in one 24-hour period and just crank on it and try to do a whole book. Now it might only be an 8-page story, 10-page story, 12-page story. I'll try to do the whole motherfucker. And I'm talking layouts, pencils, inks, letters. So I'll scan it all and then iPad it. I'll ink it and letter it and try to do a whole entire book in 24 hours. I think it can be done, Dr. Ben.
Done it. People have done it. I am not one of them.
He says he doesn't seem to sniff his own farts as much as guys like King. Oh, like Stephen King? Yeah, he's a Netflix show was good. Yes, I liked the Netflix show. The butt sniffer, like Tom King. Tom King. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I think most people in comics are crazy. They almost all suck. It's whatever. Is Jay still around? Thought he stopped due to his heart health. No, he had a surgery. I was also showing off these ICP comics. He got an AFib surgery that burnt something off of his heart, and it knocked him out of AFib. So he's good to go on the heart front. And he said it could last anywhere from 2 years to 20 years before he goes back into AFib. But as of now, he says he's doing just fine. So, but to that point, they aren't going to be doing a lot of tours, but they just announced this 8-city Caravan of Terror tour, which is all Hollow-Wicked shows. It's 8 shows in a row, 8 nights in a row, and one of those stops is in St. Louis. So I bought tickets for it. So that's October 27th. So I have till October 27th to lay out, pencil, ink, letter, print, and fold and staple an ash can. I have from now to the 27th of October. I think I can get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's plenty of time.
He says, I watched Big Money Hustlers on Tubi the other day. That's a funny movie. So my buddy, my old roommate, what'd you say, Dr. Ben?
Big Money Hustlers.
Yep.
Big Money Hustlers.
Get that baby his money. Who's finna get their butt rubbed? Butt rubbed. There's so many Magic Ninja. There's so many quotable lines from Big Money Hustlers. But what was I gonna say? My buddy, my old roommate, he started doing this Big Money Hustlers live show, like a Rocky Horror Picture Show, where he has dudes run out from behind the screen in costumes and throw stuff in the crowd, and the crowd has special things that they're supposed to do. Like there's a kazoo sound in the movie every time Shaggy's character shows up on screen, and it goes, do do do, and so my buddy gives out kazoos, and everybody hits the kazoo at every time that they say that character's name and all that. And he ended up doing it a few times here locally, and then he was able to convince them to let him do it live at the Gathering of the Juggalos. So he's done that twice now at the Gathering. He's done the official Big Money Hustlers screening at the Gathering. So that's pretty cool. I never worked it because I told him I like making movies and doing shows and all the stuff that I do is hectic enough. I'm not interested at all in helping him produce a live event at the Gathering. Fuck that. Tom doesn't have enough T, so I demoted him to I got you. Harlan Williams is great in it. Harlan Williams has a podcast, and he's always like in character, and he does like every time he gets his guests on, he tries to make them like really uncomfortable, and he says like really goofy shit to try to like throw off his guests. And he had Violent J on there, and Violent J hangs with him every time he gets weird. Violent J gets weirder. It's pretty cool. ICP was heartbroken. He wouldn't smoke weed with him because he's a clean cut guy. Yeah. Yeah. Sugar Bear, the Shaggy's character. Sugar Bear. Doo, doo, doo. That's if you haven't seen that movie, Dr. Ben, that's a fucking hilarious movie.
I have not.
Got the Jerky Boys in it, and Harlan Williams. And Harlan Williams is from what is the fucking stoner movie called? Skinny, the Half Baked, right? Half Baked.
I've seen Half Baked, definitely.
Yeah, Harlan Williams punches the fucking horse.
Oh, that guy, the
no chin motherfucker. He looks like a real life Dougton April drawing.
Okay. Butternuts. Like, can I make this bigger? No.
Buttercup.
Yeah.
But he kept calling it butternuts. All right. I told you, Dr. Ben, the UFC that I want to watch tonight that's taking place in the Sphere in Las Vegas is starting right now. I don't need to leave right now, but I'm not going to go too longer tonight.
Okay.
Another 30 minutes probably, and then I got to go. You know, you bailed on us the other night to watch that jack off presidential debate, so I'm gonna bail on us tonight. I'm gonna bail on us tonight to watch. Anyway, here's what the other Jupiter shit you were talking about. So it's Jupiter's Legacy, and it's two Jupiter's Legacy, and then I guess it's all Jupiter's Legacy, whatever. But it's not Frank Quietly on these. This is Wilfredo Torres. Yeah, and these are like the I guess these are the I don't even know. Is this them when they were young? Superheroes?
I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. I can't not good at deciphering all the storylines so much. It's not my strength when it comes to comics.
Thanks for stopping by, Skinny. Yeah, definitely like and subscribe. We're looking to gain. We just need 200 more subscribers, and we hit that big important 1,000 subscriber milestone. And when we hit that, I'm going to release my my 164-page graphic novel Space Worms for free on the Patreon page for everyone to download for a month. That'll be free, and I can't get a single page here that doesn't have somebody naked on it. I'm trying to show off a few pages from this book, but it is so chock full of raunch and degeneracy that it's hard to flip to a page that isn't full of nudity and sex. It's a 164-page full color graphic novel, and I'll put it up for a month. The digital version, I'll put it up for a month for free. And I am a singular creator, so I do all the pencils, inks, colors, and lettering, layouts. I do everything myself. So this is 164 pages of just Kevin Strange work here, and once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll drop this sucker for free on the Patreon page. We got a little over 800 right now. Probably have a few less subscribers after this stream.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm not sure what this. I'm not sure where in time this Jupiter's Legacy takes place. I just know that they're fighting a giant space octopus. So that's cool.
Huh.
It's a cool octopus here. Let's go back. Let's see what Dr. Ben's up to there.
Yeah.
Did you get your lettering done?
Let's get. go over that to get a little bit more like that one. Post-production.
And what does Let Us Get in reference to?
That is the title.
I know it's the title of the book. I'm saying, what does Let Us Get in reference to?
A life, a soul for Satan.
Okay.
They're evil. They're evil people killing other people. So let us get, like let us get that one. Let's get that one. Like that's maybe like their slang that they might use to each other when they're like discussing committing crimes. Let's get that.
And you said you're going to color the cover?
Yeah.
What are you going to color with? Are you going to color it digitally, or are you going to color it?
Probably digitally. Like, I don't know. It depends, because like I really like this whole. Like, I like this one. I love the whole moonlight and just, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll probably just like take a picture of this and then use that as like my palette to do this one. So that's what I'm saying. Like, digitally is definitely, for me, is just the way to go, because otherwise, like if I try to like paint it or use the markers or something, like it just ends up being a mess, or like I mix up some part with color, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, once you make a mistake when you're coloring it, then it's like impossible to try and fix it. So if I'm doing if I was doing maybe like a painting, maybe that is the thing, is like I'm gonna do a painting for like maybe the back of like maybe it'll be like maybe that should be the variant cover.
Yeah.
The variant cover will be the painting of the bottle, like that. The painting will be that. That'll be
What happened to the bottle?
Maybe do like the bottle in like green foil. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Like green foil. I wonder where either green foil or like do gold foil for like the bottles on the cover, and like that's like the foil on the bottle. So like have gold foil for the foil. You know what I'm saying? Maybe put some on the bottle.
Sure.
Because if you figure like actual bottle, it's got it up here. Make all this stuff on the cover. That'd be kind of cool. And that would make sense for like a foil cover. That would definitely make sense to have it be the foil from some sort of item.
Yeah. What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something else. Well, we've been doing shows.
Yeah.
We banked a bunch this week. Those have been slowly coming out. Doing well. Like I was saying at the beginning, the channel's coming to life. A few standout episodes that are goosing the algorithm.
Right.
What are your thoughts so far, now that we've really started to establish what this is going to look like and what this is going to be like as a channel and as a show? Where are you on it? How are you feeling about it publicly? How are you feeling about it publicly for the fans to hear?
Disappointed.
So disappointed.
Disappointed. rejected. Just don't know if I can keep going.
It's all you, Strange. It's all you.
Don Simpson doesn't like me. He says I made a mistake by allying myself with those who can't be named.
Upstate Middle Cowboy says, "Sup? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Strangeville. We're chilling. It's a chill stream tonight. We're drawing, working on covers for our new books. And I'm talking to Dr. Ben right now about how the channel's going. We've released like an entire week of shows now. We've got some Sam Keith shows. Today we dropped a Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli Batman show, which did really well. That one's gonna have some legs on it. That one's gonna be a good show. I'm happy about that. And if it's all, if it's the Frank Miller of it or if it's the Batman of it, I got a ton of cool Batman books. So if I can goose the algorithm with more Batman, I'm happy to do it. I'm liking the format. Me and Dr. Ben get together once a week and we knock out as many shows as we can. And then I fill in the gaps in the week with solo shows, just doing little things here or there. I did a tomorrow morning. The Cyberforce #1 drops, and that's just me. It's a solo show, and I rant and rave about Image Comics and shit like that. And he says that looks like Shadowhawk. That is Shadowhawk over there. That's Vampirilla and Shadowhawk over there on the left. I have a ton of Shadowhawk stuff too. I have the images of Shadowhawk. Is it all Keith Giffen? Did Keith Giffen do all the Shadowhawks, or did he just do the images of Shadowhawk?
Just the images of Shadowhawk. Yeah, that's the thing too with this one. If you look inside it, it's not like that's Mark Texeria is fucking sexy as like, look at her. But then when you go inside it, it's just Jim Valentino. Like I like Jim Valentino. Like he does that nice girl face like that. But his something Shadowhawk is like a demon or something in this. I don't know.
It's a cool page.
But she's okay. That's a decent. Good tits.
Good tits on her.
Good tits.
I'll tell you one thing. It's got some tits on her. That's a good.
What happened here? Like her butt's in the crack.
Yeah.
Butt in the crack.
Yeah, it's a joke. That's the joke, Dr. Ben. This is a cool book. We should do this. We should do this book for Monster Month. Maybe.
I should maybe. But that's a good picture of Vampy, definitely. But it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? That's good.
They're both good.
Yeah.
She's not as sexy, and she's obviously more heroic looking in the interior, but the cover is the more. I'd rather if I'm gonna Dr. Ben, if I'm gonna jack off to one or the other, I'm gonna jack off to the cover picture. I'm with you there. We could jack off to it together. What do you think of that, Dr. Ben?
Rain check. I'll show you my lingerie witches book that I just got today from Simon Hanselman.
Another perfect book to do on.
Look at this. He's got
for
Dragon Power knives. He's got ads.
Yeah,
I think that's a legitimate ad.
Definitely.
Oh, wait a minute. No, it can't be because it says, please mail by April 30th, 2002.
Yeah. So did he just pull an old ad and put it in his book? Is that the guy that did the book you covered where it's like that couple gets all fucked up and they try to go on stage and play music?
Yeah.
Is that guy?
Yeah, there's lots of weird dicks.
Lots of weird dicks. I'm sold.
Good butts. So I'm saying he draws a good lady with a big long nose. know if she's supposed to be a a sex couch thing ad. This one might be a real ad. It's just odd. And like the back page, it's like a picture that he's like superimposed.
Yeah, that guy's cool. What's that guy's name?
Simon Hanselman. That's what I was showing up. I got that, and I got this is the ongoing one. You will own nothing, and you'll be happy. This is the zombie apocalypse. They're at home, hanging out, smoking weed, the thing, and then zombies started showing up, and they fled into the wilderness. Society has broken down. It's all kinds of shit.
Let's do an episode on him during Monster Month.
We could do that, yeah. Yeah, we could do. Do this. Or I've got a couple other books of his.
Let's just do a show on him.
Okay.
In Monster Month, or we could break it down and do individual books. I don't care. That's what I'm saying, Dr. Ben. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with this channel?
I showed this off. I was doing my mailbox thing. This was the other thing I got. I was telling you
yes,
the scripts. These are the first 2 issues.
I was going to say that's 2 issues worth of scripts. 300 pages.
The first issue is 19. Basically looks like so the first issue would be from page 19 to page 105. So whatever 105 minus 19 is what, 95, 84 pages or 85 pages. 85 page script for the first issue. You know what I mean? Like this is the first panel of the first page, right? Prologue, Gold Men on the Shore. It's all this, all that, and all that, and then that's panel 2. Like,
can you imagine working with this guy? I'd have to tell him, like, dude, go fuck yourself. Just show me the little thumbnail. Okay, good enough. Now fuck off. Let me draw.
Yeah, it's weird because think about they would have been starting this back in 88 or 89 or whatever. Was he already? I guess he must have been already that popular from whatchamacallit, Swamp Thing or whatever. He could be kind of eccentric or whatever you want to call it, but. Yeah, that would just be okay, here's your script. What?
Right.
100-page fucking what? This is for one issue.
I guess that's why he's widely considered the best comic book writer of all time. Speaking of Leonard, if you're still around, drop us your Mount Rushmore. You asked us ours.
Yeah, that's
who are your favorite comic, or anybody in the chat, anybody watching in the chat, give us your 4 favorite, or who you think the 4 best comic book writers are of all time. I said Alan Moore, Grant Morrison.
Miller, and what was your other one?
I didn't say Miller. Oh, Frank Miller, not Mark Miller. Yeah, Frank Miller. And the third one was
Claremont?
I think Chris Claremont was my 4th one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I would go with for the 4th person for mine. Like I said, it'd definitely be Miller or not Miller, but Moore and Morrison, and then said Jim Starlin. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't think of writers so much. I definitely like Alan Moore, of course. But even like with Grant Morrison, like I've kind of like lost, like I'm not his other stuff he's been doing, like that Annihilation and whatever he's doing with Substack, like I'm just uninterested. Like I'm just not, like I don't need to like find all of his stuff. But with Alan Moore, I definitely feel like finding all of his stuff is definitely like a pretty good endeavor, If I can get all the Swamp Things, I'll be like pretty, what I'm saying? That'll be like okay, I'm getting really close. I got all the Swamp Things that Alan Moore did. Okay, I'm getting close to having all his shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I've still probably got about like 30 issues or something of his to find. Maybe less.
I don't know how many of his Grant Morrison, Jimmy Delano, John Byrne. He's like, I know more artists. Exactly. Like the writers aren't exactly the superstars.
It's a visual medium. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's,
let me grab my Swamp Thing and see how many issues it covers.
Yeah, so I'm not drawn like in mine. I'm not drawn Shadowhawk and Swamp Thing, but I'm drawing my satanic serial killers. But I'm using the Vampirella picture as the put a little aftertext thing down here.
So I just have I have the first volume of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, which includes it's got Rick Veitch, Steve Bissett, John Toodleben, and Dan Day on art, and it's from Saga of Swamp Thing number 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. So it's not that many.
Right.
Not even that many. But great books, obviously. This is Alan Moore to Swamp Thing was like Chris Claremont to X-Men. Just changed the whole game. Or Frank Miller to Daredevil. Just changed the game on it. Corbin, Simon Bisley, Mobius, James Stokey, Darren Warren Johnson. I've got. We're definitely going to cover all those fellas. I've got Mobius and Jodorowsky's The Inkle, and I've got a little bit of Richard Corbin. I don't have a lot. Do you have very much Richard Corbin over there, Dr. Ben?
Probably about six or seven different issues of something I've got 3 of those some magaziners kind of shaped thing he did, and then a couple issues of Cage by him, a couple different. I think there's something else I got by him, I can't remember, but
BB, are you familiar with this? Frank Miller and Simon Bisley's Bad Boy. Have you read this sucker? I've got the hardcover, oversized edition of this. Real fucked up. Cool story. We'll go over. We're going to do this eventually.
I was going to order my sign from a sign shop. They wanted like $270 for like one of those retractable banner things, right?
Oh yeah, those are expensive.
But Comics Wellspring has it for $199, and you get 30% off. You also order 50 comics. So you order 50 copies of your comic and the banner,
and you get 30% off the banner.
And 30% off 199 takes it down to like 140 or something. I was like, oh, well, shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna blow another $100. Like, yeah, a choosy shopper.
Did you watch the Lobo episode I did? Lobo's Back episode I did, BB? Yeah, this is cool. We're gonna do a whole episode on this. Frank Miller and Simon Bisley. It's a cool book. We'll do a whole episode on it down the road. I don't think it warrants being done in Monster Month, so it'll probably be November or later when we do that. But we've got until the comics community kills me. I'll be here doing these. That's another question I was going to ask you, Dr. Ben. How much of this? How long you think we can pull this off every day? Daily comics.
I mean, this is the job. This is what it is.
Think we can do it for 6 months straight every day?
Yeah, I mean,
think we can go a year? Do you think the comics industry will kill us if we do this every day for a year?
Well, they haven't stopped me yet.
Speaking of stopping you,
right?
It's the 14th. Your show is it next Saturday or is it next Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's the Erie, Pennsylvania, Erie Comic-Con.
Comic-Con Erie.
So you're cutting it close, man. It's Saturday.
Oh no, this is what I'm saying. Like I can. There's. That's what I was like trying to count, like all the other pages, because it's not gonna. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be. I think rather than just calling it the Ash Can, I might. No, well, this is gonna be the cover, but I'm just gonna do it like I've done, like I did the Stan Lee's Tales of Terror kind of. Right. It's gonna have some of this. It's gonna have a couple of the other things. And I mean, like I said, like I'm at some point, once I get a little bit further ahead in this, it's going to get to the point with Ed. I'll have a whole section on that because, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just the only thing I could do is just put down my experience. What I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. BB here says he hasn't watched the Lobo episode yet. It's on his watch list, but he's been listening to us tonight while he's inking and coloring. And to that end, where are we at on the Discord, Dr. Ben? I want to put a Discord together for the show where you can post your, like, if you're like watching and drawing along with us on our draw streams and shit. I want you guys to be able to post your work in the Discord for everybody to share and see where we at on that.
Well, I can show you. I could bring up the one I've got. I gotta like copy all the links I've got in there, and like I said, just clean it out of all the inappropriate pornography that's in there. That's
all the tranny porn, all the grade school tranny porn. what do you think about maybe once you're done with once you're on the other side of the show, maybe buckling down and getting that Discord put together so everybody can get in there and share their work. We got a lot of creators that have been reaching out to us who want to send us stuff to showcase on the show, that want to do interviews on the show. And I think, as we're trying to get our pants on, this is a brand new show on the channel. I don't have a PO box set up yet. So while I'm working on setting up the PO box so you guys can send us actual print copies of your works that we can showcase on the show, Dr. Ben will get the Discord together where we can share like digital stuff together, and we can post stuff in there to each other. How's that sound, Dr. Ben?
Yeah. Or we could use front face. That's the other thing, is like not everyone might not be on Discord. We'll have to just see too, because I mean, like obviously you can just do Facebook. I don't know if a lot of people are on there or if they're on Twitter.
I would say people are probably more on, I don't know, like younger people would probably be more on Discord, and older people would probably be more on Facebook. Maybe can you do polls on YouTube? You can do a poll, right? Like I could do a poll post and ask the diggers whether they'd rather. Well, I guess we just do both. We could do a Facebook group and a Discord.
Yeah, you can create posts on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go there and there's like do a post, like do that and put in like a couple. I mean, we can do them on either one. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't matter if there's like a group on Facebook and a group on Discord or whatever,
Yeah, we can do both. I don't care. We're still trying to figure it all out, gang. We're committed to daily YouTube videos showcasing the comics we love, and then we just have to figure the rest out. Doing these draw streams on Saturday night. We should probably do a second night too. We should probably add like Wednesday night. We should probably do like a Wednesday and a Saturday show.
Right. Well, I do the what I've been thinking about doing is like doing like a before show before the commandos. This Wednesday is when we do
Wednesday is when you do that.
Like he only does that for like maybe like 2 hours. Like we start at like 8, I think, and then like 9:30 he's like, okay, let's wrap this up. So I think like one of the times I did like a stream afterwards. That's the only thing, is just getting into a habit of like streaming more often. Like I said, for me, like I've had like a whole bunch of stuff all kind of happen at once, so I've just been kind of overwhelmed with getting my normal stuff now. Just it's been a lot, and they just legalized recreational here, so it's like vacation time for like a month, but
I still need to go buy. I got to do that tomorrow. I'm going to drive up to the dispensary and get my pen, get my new pen. I haven't had a pen in over a month.
Right.
So I haven't smoked in over a month, but I've been really I mean, as you know, Dr. Ben, once I commit to something, I go crazy with it. You've seen me go absolutely hard nuts on this YouTube channel and really commit to it. And
right.
So I don't even need drugs at that. Like once I really drill down and get crazy about something, that is my drug. And I've been really committed to starting up this YouTube show and getting it together. And I think we're doing good. I think this is really, it hasn't even been 2 full weeks yet, and we're really seeing a lot of the numbers are looking good on YouTube. Shows are the videos.
I gotta the plan is to start to launch a crowdfund for this. It's like an Indiegogo,
right?
And then once I'm comfortable with that being up, I'll launch like a Fund My Comic campaign too, or something, or maybe like when the Indiegogo's over. I don't want to be like, I'm going to launch it on all of them at once. And this and like, I'm not trying to, like I said, I don't want to get myself overwhelmed.
It's usually better to start to do one and finish it, and then start the next one.
Right
after that. I don't want to do for I think I've decided for Count Kefula, aka Dracula in Strangeville, I'm not going to do crowdfunding. I'm going to do I think I'm going to do a limited print run, signed and numbered, limit it to like 25 or 30 copies, and do a pre-order, and then that's it. And do the pre-order is going to be all October long. We'll promote it during Monster Month on every single show. And then as soon as October's over, I'm going to pull the trigger, print it, ship it to the people that pre-ordered it. And then that's it. That's the only printing that Count Kefula is going to get. Because those crowdfunders, and you'll soon find this out, they stress me the fuck out.
Right.
And I don't want to go through that. And I don't want to be trying to run a daily YouTube channel and a crowdfunder at the same time. Like, that is like, you're crazy for doing that.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I basically look at, it's like, it's a pre-order is what it is. I want to get my numbers, and I don't want to, like I said, part of it too, because this will be like the first crowdfunded comic I do. So, I mean, like, I'm not trying to I'm not like going into it like I'm going to make $5 million. The new Eric July. That's what I am,
I think we commit to this channel and commit to this show, and we really go crazy with it, and we really do daily shows, and we cover some of the coolest comic books ever made, and we do it in a way that's entertaining, like you and me both are. I think we could get there. Not to Eric July level, but I think we can get to a respectable level over time. Like, say 2 years from now, if we commit to this and we do daily YouTube shows, and we do these streams, if we do two live streams a week, 7 comic videos a week, we are constantly working on our own independent comics. I think we can get to a respectable level. I think we can get to a point where we can make a living doing this. I really do. Within like 2 years. BB says, where do you guys post your digital version of comics? I just post free on Ko-fi. My stuff's all on my Patreon. The link is in the description here. And Dr. Benz is on his Substack, and that link is also in the description here.
Yeah, see, what's your link to your thing there, BB? I didn't even know like you could put stuff on Ko-fi or Ko-fi or whatever. Just type. I don't know how you get to wherever it is, but or sign it if you're on Instagram or Twitter, Facebook. But I put the stuff on basically all of them. Like every time I do like a new page, I post it on Twitter and Substack first, and then I'll make like a video with it, like a music video on Instagram, and that shares that over to Facebook, and then I'll download it from one of those and put it over on the YouTube. All of it is just different channels you can put your commercials on, basically. And if you can use like a rock and roll song, that's a cool song to help sell your comic on like Instagram. Like,
I always use ska, for better or worse. I think ska music goes perfect with my style of comics. The crazy comics I do, I think that a ska soundtrack just absolutely works for that. What do you think about doing like a for guys like BB and other subscribers to the channel who are also artists, which is pretty much going to be a lot. I would say a majority of our viewer base is going to be independent comic creators like us. What do you think about doing like one of our shows a week? One of our shows is just you and me talking about drawing and talking about this past week's shows and what we got coming up next week and all that. But what if one night was like a drawing jam or even a theme? Like we all get on here and draw the same thing. Like we all get on and draw the ghost of Joyce Brabner like surfing, and
Right.
like a Joyce Brabner shark attack would be like a theme, and we would all get on here and we could bring on guys like BB and other guys that do that are also independent artists. We can get everybody on here and we have a theme, and I'll draw the same thing and then post it to the Discord when we're all done.
Yeah,
that like one of our shows a week be like a
I don't know if I would go with like once a week start. Like I would say like have like maybe like once a month we do like like a zine thing, like you're saying, like okay, we'll have like October, right? Maybe we should do that. We should figure like what like the first Saturday of the month is zine day, right? Because we do the stream where we just kind of like sit and like talk, hang out for a minute, and draw on Saturdays. First Saturday it'll be like other people want to join in. It'll be either we'll put the thing in the Discord or the Facebook or whatever. They could. They're not on the whatever. Somebody wants to come in. Everyone hangs out, and like you said, it'll be a theme. Like this week or this month, it'll be obviously October. Got to do like everyone do a monster, and then we'll just. So I'm saying I've been in groups before where we do that, and like everyone they all send it to whoever's running the show, and then they put it into a PDF. And then, like, everyone could take the PDF and print it or whatever, But
that's going to be Dr. Ben's job. Putting together the zine. So you're saying like a monthly zine?
Yeah, or just, because it would just be, like, whatever everyone would hang out for on the like I said, the first Saturday or whatever. And... whatever the theme is, everyone will just say, okay. I mean, this is the thing too. Like everyone isn't like independently wealthy like I am. Like a lot of people have to work jobs. So like, if you're like, okay, well, everyone who doesn't finish it by tonight, you're out. Like you got to be like, because you got to think about it too. Like, how many people like watch shows on like the replay or something, or they don't make it live
by the end of the month, right? Say we do it. Say the first week of the month, the first Saturday of the month is the drawing jam with the theme, and then by the final Saturday of the month is the cutoff for the zine that month.
That's what I'm saying. Like that way, everyone gets a chance.
They get a whole month. They get the prompt on the first Saturday, and they get till the last Saturday to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's because I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like a weekly thing. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking work. Just every week,
and we need to be working on our full length stuff.
Right.
Even you and me can take a break one Saturday a week and do whatever the theme is going to be. And just do one. Everybody just does one page. Like it can now. Is it a strip? Like is it a one page strip? Is it a splash page? I guess it can be anything, right? As long as it follows
whatever someone wants to do. Because that's the thing too. Is like everyone's at different levels, at different spots, and whatever they're doing. Like, maybe somebody wants to do a little goofy strip with, like a little newspaper style thing with Spider-Man, or whatever it is. They want to do a monster goofy monster strip, or they want to just do a pinup, or they just want to do, they just want to hang out and like talk and hang out while everyone's working. That's cool too. Like,
yeah.
I don't want it to get too like into like, well, I made a poem, man. How about my like?
Yeah. What about my poem?
Yeah,
you know what? I don't care. Whatever. It's all just going in a PDF. It's not going to cost any more money. Like if they want to do, if they're writers and they want to do a page, like whatever can fit on a page can go in the PDF. Like if you're should we, I guess at first we should do it for anybody, but I think it should eventually be members only. Don't you? Like you have to be a member of the channel.
I mean, if it gets to the point where it's like
50 people.
Yeah, where it's getting like too crazy or something.
It's a 200 page PDF.
And I mean, this is the thing too.
We'll have to cut it off and limit it to being members of the channel. Like
right.
if you're a paying member of the channel, you get to participate in the monthly zine jam.
Well, I don't want to see. That's the thing too, is I don't want to make it into like, if it gets to that point, we'll have to figure out like something to, because I don't want it to turn into like, like only the people that are fancy rich enough to be able to subscribe, only they get to make comics.
$3. They're not talking $50 a month. It's $3.
All the pores. Keep the pores out of our comics.
It's $3.
$3 could kill you sometimes. Like that's
the cost of a large water at the gas station.
Yeah, I've been there.
No, I'm there right now, motherfucker. I'm pouring. I can tell you this: I'm a member of no YouTube channels.
They be sending me memberships all the time, like every day. Like there's like you got gifted a membership. I'm like, okay. I don't pay for none of them, and I mean, I think like it's people like do that. Like people will gift a whole bunch of memberships.
Yeah, and
they always gift them to me. I think it just chooses them randomly, but like if I'm on a stream, if I'm in the chat on a stream, I try to be entertaining. I try to make funny jokes in the chat. So I think that that's why it's like, oh, this guy is always in chats and stuff. So give him the free one.
I got my layout here on the
all right,
the big board. It's just the same thing,
right?
On the big board now, and I tried to make me bigger. Can you tell?
I can't make too much. I can't.
That's too much. That's my head. That's my Fago. That's my arm. That's my body. My feet. These are all the heads in the crowd. And then that's the stage. It says ICP and the gathering title up there. And that's that's the thumbnail version. And then this is the big board. I'm sorry about the fucking with the camera the way I am, but I don't want to mess with it too much because I've got it perfectly lined.
Yeah, it's a pain to get it, as we know. I told you the other local comic convention. I was bitching about that to you, or imagine that they're not having the other one. There's like one that's normally like in my county.
Yeah. And
they're just not having it this year.
That's a bummer.
It's like, I asked them, I was in the group, I'm like, when are the dates? Like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't think it's happening this year, man. And that's the one, like last year I was there, and like one of the other guys came up to me and was crying about Comicsgate and about Richard Meyer. He claimed that he knew Richard Meyer. I don't know Richard Meyer, man. He's a piece of shit. I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't have any of his comics. I don't buy his comics. That's not really my jam, but maybe he is. I don't know, dude. And like, I can tell you, he was the guy like standing by my table, and he's like, I'm known for flipping tables over. And I'm like,
oh, God.
Like, well, okay, well, don't. Like that's not the thing to do now. Like guarantee that it's not what you want to do now. Like man, like when you're at comic skate, it's like if you're wearing a swastika, and I'm like, what? Like, just he gets loud about like saying, and I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what the
crazy? Like it's same thing with that the Jewish lady up in Montreal, right? Was it Montreal?
Yeah, or Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah. They, it took two people to get crazy about her, and
she's committing genocide. Is that the genocidal army service member over there? Oh,
people are crazy, dude. And like I was it you and me on a show talking where I said that? No, I think I think it's during the Cyberforce rant that I go on. That's on tomorrow's show. I think I start talking about how like the internet comics people are the craziest people on the planet, and Comic Cons are the physical meat space version of that. It's like
that's what you were saying today on the Batman one with the Mazzucchelli stuff.
Oh, okay. I talked about that during the Batman one. Okay. Yeah, it's just you go to these conventions, dude, and people are just they can be psychotic, just crazy. I think the internet just harms certain people. Certain types of people can't be on the internet. It breaks them mentally.
I mean, maybe.
And then comic conventions is where they go physically. So these mentally broken people end up, in your physical, space coming up to your table. And I've had several stalkers throughout my career, my 20 years in the game, hundreds of shows, dozens of cities all across the country, coast to coast. I've had people get fucking weird on me, dude, to the point that legit, I think I'm going to get shot at a convention. I'm going to be sitting behind a table, drawing dicks, and look up and get shot in the fucking face. I really think that's how I'm going to go out. One of these crazy internet psychos is going to come to a show with a gun and shoot me.
Well,
and then you can say comics killed Kevin Strange, and now you're stuck with me till they kill me too.
You guys got Strange, but you won't get me. You'll never take me alive.
All right, Dr. Ben. I went longer. I tried to do everybody a solid and go longer. I went almost 2 hours with you guys tonight. It's a lol cow game. Absolutely, BB. It's a lot of lol cows that get in this. Maybe I'm a lol cow. Maybe Dr. Ben is too. But that's okay. I don't mind if that's my lot in life because I make cool shit. And when I'm dead, all this cool shit will still be here for us. But Dr. Ben, I've got a UFC to watch. And your cover's looking great there. Let's hawk all your shit real quick before we go, because this is the last live stream. You're not going to be on. You're not going to be able to live stream with us next Saturday because you're going to be at a convention.
Right. Yeah, I'm not because I'm not going to be coming back. I'm going to stay. I got somewhere I'm going to stay. I mean, if you're on and you're live or whatever, I could like hop on with like my phone or something, but I'll be at the mercy of whatever internet signal I'm at and my phone. But
well, let's one final push, and you'll be talking about it throughout all the shows that are airing next week. But for the live streamers, for everybody that's here with us in real space, let's hawk everything one last time.
Yeah, let me pull up my thing here for you. I got to pull up a different tab. Okay. Yeah, here, I'll pull this up real quick. Okay, this is share. I'll just share the Comic-Con thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, just show. So this is it. It'll be 5 days, 3 hours, 5 minutes, 14 13. It's counting down. Got a countdown on there. September 20th, 22nd. Bayfront Convention Center. Tom and Mary Beerbaum are going to be there. Long time, they call it Legion of Superheroes and Legionnaires.
Tell you what, Dr. Ben, anybody you want, if you use your phone and get some shout outs for the channel, hey, Dollar Bin Diggers, this is so-and-so. Keep on digging. If you can get anybody doing that, I'll post them on the channel.
That's what I should do. Yeah, because I might be able to get Mark Welser to do that. He is the featured comic artist. He's the guy I told you about him before. He does backups in the Savage Dragon comic book.
Right.
And for his Gods of Brutality comic I think it was from Scout Comics, he had got that same fella you were talking about earlier, Mr. Simon Bisley. Got him to do a cover for him.
That's cool. My friend Max has a bunch of stuff through Scout Comics.
Avalon Comics, he's cool. He does a cool zombie book. I think, where's the other dude? There's another dude on here that I know.
Dr. Ben?
No, I got to send them my thing. I haven't even sent them my picture thing yet. Unless they've put it on there. No, I'm more to come.
You should send them a picture of Joyce Brabner.
Show up as Joyce Brabner.
In Joyce Brabner cosplay.
I think I thought my buddy
Stephanie Strange. Who's that?
Who's
fucking what? Stephanie Strange.
It's your sister, your long lost sister. You didn't
look at that. Look at that right next to her, to the left of her. Rosaria. No, your other left.
Oh,
look at that cool Chainsaw Man.
All right. Oh yeah.
We're gonna do Chainsaw Man on. Have you read Chainsaw Man?
I've read the first volume.
Yeah, we're gonna do the first volume. It's at least the first volume during Monster Month. That book is so fun, dude. Adam Shippey
canceled. Turns out he stands with Palestine. We're against those, or we're for him. He stands with the wrong.
It's a Power Ranger. There's always a Power Ranger at these fucking shows, man. I'm telling you.
I have never watched a single episode.
There's a lot of Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers. Power Rangers is my guilty pleasure.
Maybe I should try to.
There's an ongoing Power Rangers comic book too. I need to get a bunch of those.
Oh.
He said, "Oh."
Maybe that should be one of those solo episodes.
I love it.
I'll let you get into the Power Rangers comics more. I don't want to take away with my.
They want to step on the Power Rangers.
Oh, geez, that guy's Pretty Boy Smooth.
Pretty Boy Smooth's gonna be there.
Shingles the movie.
Yeah.
What? That guy's. That looks like it's if I tried to pretend like I was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like it's not that I'm bald. I just have a really, really big forehead.
That's not a 5 head, dude. That's like a 6 head.
Oh, he's gonna kick my ass when I'm there.
That's impressive.
Like, I heard you making fun of my 4. Why making fun of my 7 head, bitch?
You be making fun of 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 of them will kick your ass. You be talking shit. I'm gonna beat your ass with all 7 of my 4 heads.
He's gonna come up and just headbutt me. Just
headbutt you with all. You're gonna be like, I've been headbutted before, but I've never been headbutted like that. It hit me from the top of my head to the middle of my chest. It's all forehead.
Yeah, so this might be the last live stream that I'm able to do. I mean, it might be
before Pretty Boy Smooth takes you out with the 7 headbutt.
Oh yeah, he's the Midwest champion. Fuck, I'm done. Okay, well, sorry, Pretty Boy Smooth. I didn't mean it. It was all. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be. I'm excited.
All right. Tell Stephanie Strange I said hi.
Yeah.
Or Big Bro says hello.
Sheldon, I know that guy. He's a cool guy. I might know this guy. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. It's gonna be. It's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting. I haven't done a big show in a while. I've never done this one before, so I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, so that's I got that, and let me I'll show this real quick too. Get there. So yeah, I haven't updated my Substack yet with anything about the show, so that'll probably be. I gotta do that this week at some point too. Probably I'll just do it when I get the PDF of the ash can done. I'll just post
Everybody
it.
Make sure you go subscribe to Dr. Ben's Substack so you can keep up to date on all his shenanigans that happen on and off of this show on the Kevin Strange channel.
That's true.
All right, Dr. Ben. I think I'm ready to switch over and do my UFC fanboy shit. But any final words, final thoughts? Chat, get your final. If you're going to say something, say it now.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. We just keep reading comics. Let us know if you have anything you want to see, in particular.
Yeah, definitely use these live streams as a way to like send us suggestions. We don't own every comic in the world, obviously, but between Dr. Ben and I, we own a bunch of fucking comics, so we probably have something. We might not have an exact comic from a creator you like, but we probably have something from a creator you like. So if you want to look at this stuff, dude, this stuff is super cool. If you're not a Dr. Ben fan, you should be. This is good stuff. This is cool stuff. Super cool stuff. I'm excited for this comic. I'm excited to finally get a box of any Dr. Ben comics he's been promising me.
I know.
It's been for a while, but.
Well, see, now you're going to get a sticker, and you're going to get the. I'll send you one of the ash cans of this.
Okay.
So you'll get the whole.
Maybe I'll do a solo show, the review of Dr. Ben's Let Us Get ash can.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, gang. I'm going to get out of here, fanboy over my blood sports, and let Dr. Ben get back to work. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. BB says, cheers, great show. Thank you. Appreciated.
Thanks for turning
BB, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for participating in the chat. Everybody watching live or watching this in the replay, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're building towards 1,000 subscribers. We got over 800 now. When we hit 1,000, I'm going to release Kevin Strange's Space Worms, my epic 164-page full-color graphic novel, horror comedy, splatter gore, graphic novel for free on my Patreon page. You won't even need to be signed up. You'll just hit the link in the description and it'll give you a free PDF copy to download of Kevin Strange's 164-page full color Space Worms. That's when we hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're less than 200 away. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your girlfriend's boyfriend, tell your wife's boyfriend all about tell your wife's boyfriend all about the channel, and definitely keep tuning in to our daily YouTube videos. We cover all kinds of stuff. Orc State. BB, 1 second, buddy. 1 second.
Yeah, I've already promised we're gonna do like monsters for October. So I'm gonna do James Stokoe's Godzilla comic. I've only got 2 issues of Orc Stain. There, I think he's going and getting that now. But James Stokoe's Godzilla is the same, just fantastic, colored and inked, and did all of it himself. That guy's just insane.
Well, Dr. Ben, guess what?
What do you?
I have every James Stokoe Orc Stain in a collection, and I definitely plan on covering Orc Stain during Monster Month. This is one of my favorite comics. This is also a singular creator that pencils, inks, colors, and letters his own work. And Orc Stain is one of my favorite comics of all time. This stuff is so nuts, and it's one motherfucker doing the whole thing. I would love to do Orkstein, buddy. We're definitely covering this during Monster Month. So you're in the right place, sir. This is we're your people. We're your people, baby. That being said, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you're subscribed. Consider becoming a member of the channel. $3 a month gets you access to all of our videos, weeks, sometimes months in advance. We've got the entire month of September already laid out, and then on this coming Tuesday, me and Dr. Ben are going to start laying the foundation for the Monster Month October shows. So those are all, that stuff's all going to be available to members only until the day they air publicly. And then my Patreon is $2.99 a month to get all my comics, all my novels, and all my feature films. Said someone sent me the first printing of Orkstein. That's awesome.
Oh, damn.
Orkstein's amazing. He says sick. Yep. Yeah. Dr. Ben's Substack and his YouTube channel are below, and you can get all of Dr. Ben's goodness there. And he says I'm in Australia, so when a Yank sent me a full run, I nearly cried. A full run, that's amazing. Yeah, full run first edition. That's great. I'm surprised Customs didn't tie that up, because I've sent a bunch of stuff to Australia, and Customs don't like our brand of extreme splatter gore, the kind of shit that I do, the kind of shit that Orkstein is.
Well, if I was gonna say, so that must mean he's in Australia. If he says he's in Australia, yes.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good night. We'll see you at the Dollar Bin. And what do you have to say, Dr. Ben?
Keep on digging.